All right. So this was a question I was going to ask you a little bit later, but since you mentioned it, I want to get into it. You tell this incredibly vivid story of when you're in the middle of storage squad, and someone hit a car. Someone called at the same time saying that they quit. You had a full truck at that time, and then you had customers calling in moment by moment. And this was like an inflection point for you, the way you describe it, of like,
Man, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about this.
well, you describe it as like a full on anxiety attack, panic attack. I don't know.
Yeah. So
And it was your business.
I was in a really hard business. Would you like for me to just kind of tell the 90-second?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was in an incredibly hard business. I was doing pickup and delivery storage with, 200 plus part-time employees, 6 full-time employees, an incredibly busy season where we're driving box trucks around major cities, sleeping on warehouse floors, working 20 hours a day. It was really stressful. Like, delivery season is always really brutal because you got to take back individual packages. And we had 7,000 students, 50,000 plus items across our, portfolio. Crazy. I went from Cornell deliveries in early August, then to Penn State, then to Philadelphia, and the last stop's Boston. And so I was at it for 3 weeks of like hell, just like stress, logistics, working a ton. And then all that craziness happens in Boston on the same day. Somebody sideswipes a vehicle. The day before, somebody had put, gasoline in a diesel engine, messed up a truck really bad. A couple weeks before that, a guy had ripped a top off of one of our trucks on Sturo Drive. And then that day, like, somebody sideswiped the vehicle and somebody like left a vehicle totally unattended in Brighton, Massachusetts with a bunch of customer stuff on it. The guys are just like, screw this, I'm quitting. Hid the keys, luckily texted us and told us where the keys were, but just left a truck full of 30 students' items sitting on the side of the road. And the whole time my phone's ringing because I'm the customer service rep, and it just keeps ringing from customers. And it all snuck up on me on the side of the road because I was by myself. I hadn't slept more than 3 hours in a night in 3 weeks, and I'd lost 20 pounds, and I was chafing between my legs so bad I couldn't walk because I was bleeding. And I think I'm very mentally strong, and I haven't had this happen to me since. Actually, I've had some very stressful situations, but like I had a panic attack. Like, I called my mom crying. I called my business partner crying. I was on Buswell Street on South Campus at BU, pulled off the side of the road, like having a meltdown in the bushes at 2 p.m.
So you called your business partner, and what did he say to you?
He said, "Nick, we got no fucking choice, so get your head out of your ass and let's go."
Which was the right play. So, but that's I can't imagine having this avalanche of stuff hit you at once. So you pulled Storage Squad through this crucible, and then you've also shut down other companies. How do you decide when it's time to just call it and walk away? And when do you decide and know that the opportunity still exists here and we need to actually just push forward?
Yeah, it's a unique thing, and there's no real answer. I think decision making, it's all about decision making, like what opportunity you go after. It's a learned skill over time. Like, you make decisions, you practice, you build the muscle, you watch the results come in, you try to make better decisions, you try to chase better opportunities. I mean, the truth is that some businesses are much better than other businesses, and business is about momentum, and the opportunities get bigger, the opportunities get better, but you still have to say no to about 90% of stuff that comes your way. Or in my case, I'm lucky enough to have this Twitter world and a very strong network where a lot comes my way, and I have to say no to 99.9% of it. So yeah, it's not an easy decision, but I'm also really glad that I've taken on some secondary stuff, because if we never would have built that first self-storage facility, then my life would be totally different. I'd still be in warehouses this time of year.